I mean, I can believe that the sound where they're like...
I'm talking about like the...
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, I know what he's talking about.
They're like communicating to each other. Like,
yeah, I know exactly what he's talking about.
I have no idea
It's like
what you're talking about. The
I feel like I'm doing
He's doing it pretty... I mean,
I feel like I'm doing a pretty good job.
it's goofy, but it's there.
I must not be involved with, like, Jurassic Park. What you're making me think of is, like, when you go to, like, a swamp or something, you hear the frogs, and they're like...
It's kind of like that.
Yeah,
It's kind of like that.
honestly.
Sounds like someone deep.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
I don't remember that noise in Jurassic Park.
They're like not where they're in like the kitchen or the building or anything. They're like out in the forest. They like the thing puts its head up. It's like
Like
I just keep picturing like the Predator clicks or whatever from like the Velociraptors, or like a giant T-Rex like coming above the trees and just like and the other one's just like we're over here. Someone animate that.
get on that.
Who put these holes in this? Who put these holes in these trees?
It's those bugs that were crawling around in there, man.
The spitters.
Whoa. I know.
That's so funny. Can you kick those trees down and look like they've been like chopped in half almost?
No.
Oh my god, how are you supposed to get
This
there?
is so crazy.
Oh.
Those things are like those fucking magic guys in Dark Souls. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about. I just think it's funny you're talking about Dark Souls.
I know, I honestly don't bring it up on purpose. There's literally just one thing every episode that reminds me of Dark Souls.
Yeah,
Like I would.
In the tree, part of the tree. Look at fucking Daxter just like chilling on your body.
There's like one more dark crystal eco thing I need to break.
In a dark cave.
I don't know where it is.
Scary stories to tell in the dark.
I am gonna bounce.
You're not bad.
I hope there's like a cool spider boss in this
There
level.
isn't.
Huh. Is there a boss?
Spider boss from
No,
Bloodborne.
there's no bosses in levels, just bosses at the end.
No, I heard there is one. That put in the
worlds.
clip of the spider boss from Bloodborne, but not really, because it's not funny.
There's a spider boss in Bloodborne?
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
Is it cooler than the one in Dark Souls 2?
I think so.
Really? Really? I want to play Bloodborne.
I had more fun
so
doing it.
bad. Bloodborne is literally the only reason I would get a PS4 right now. Like, without any other thing.
Besides
Mortal Kombat?
I don't give a shit about Mortal Kombat.
Street Fighter 5.
I mean, I would get Mortal Kombat if I had a PS4. But I would only
It's
get a
not making
PS4 for Bloodborne. Like, to play right now.
I'm really excited that I own a PlayStation 4 because Star Wars Battlefront's coming out.
Yeah, you keep talking about that game. I still don't know anything about it.
I'm so excited.
I know. Is it have like anything to do with the new movie, or is it just like a
No,
totally
it's its
separate
own
thing?
thing. Battlefront's its own
Have there been like good Star Wars games that there's like a reason you're excited for this, or you just think this game is gonna be sick?
The first Battlefront was awesome.
Oh, there was already a different one.
Yeah, this is Battlefront 2.
I like the Force Unleashed.
Force Unleashed was okay.
The last Star Wars game I played was like the one that came out that was like Episode 3 when like Episode 3 was coming out. So it had like clips from the movie, but didn't have spoilers because the movie
I
wasn't out
never
yet.
played that, but you know what? Video
I
game
know
franchise that came from a movie I really did enjoy were the Lord of the Rings games that came out.
Oh yeah.
Dude, those were great.
They were
Should we play them on TUGS?
We can play
I've never
on
played
TUGS.
them.
We can do
Are they
two-player, I
multiplayer?
think.
They are.
Oh, I like that.
I don't know. We might be able to do 3 players.
I want to see. Yeah, I want to see.
Oh my
you might be able
God.
to do, I think you can do 4 players. I think you play as Gandalf, Aragorn, Gimli, and Legolas.
Dude, if
Johnny.
we could get Brian, if it's 4-player and we
I want
get Brian on there,
Brian's a really big Lord of the Rings
this
guy.
would be so sick. Oh, we need to look into that because that would be so cool.
I'm pretty sure it is. We can play all 3 of them, man.
Oh, that sounds.
I think
awesome.
the whole first one that you play is like Frodo and Samwise.
I mean, if you can play 4 people, I don't give a shit.
I'm pretty
who
sure,
you play as.
like Return of the King, you can play as 4 people.
Yeah,
All
there's
right.
one of them.
I don't care if we just play that one then because
See if
it's
there's
4
a
people.
GameCube one, because it'd be easier.
There
for
is a GameCube
PlayStation.
one.
Okay.
I had it for GameCube.
Because I had it for PlayStation 2. I know
It's
you
probably
can,
like a cross-platform.
I was gonna say I know you can get the adapter for PS2 to have 4 controllers, but we don't have it.
Did you beat the Spider Place?
Yeah.
And now you're
Basically, I
Place?
mean, there's like 2 things I can collect, but
I thought there'd be a boss.
No, it's the bosses are like at the.
How are you gonna make that? Oh, like that. Yo, no lie. This really is reminding me of like a weird anime, goofy PlayStation 2 version of Dark Souls. Just the way you
it's
wander
got that
around like
feel,
the
yeah.
worlds and like
Yeah,
there's monsters just
I
pop
get
up
it.
at you.
Yeah, I get it.
There's a bonfire. It's just like there's not like jumping into a painting and like, hey, welcome to level.
Or
where
like
the
picking
bombs
a
are."
level and jumping in.
Yeah, you just like literally wander through a giant map.
Yeah. You're this whole new world.
Which I guess if you think about that, you could technically say like Zelda does it too, but I don't know.
Honestly, if we're gonna play this, I think Two Towers and Return of the King are
Two
the only.
Towers.
Yeah, I think those are the only two worth playing.
As long as they're 4-player. I just want to play the 4-player ones, or at least 3-player, so that like all of us could play.
Two
for
Towers.
sure.
Yeah,
That
Two
would be
Towers
really
I
sick.
remember being a lot of fun, and Return of the King also being really fun too.
Are these all titles of the movies?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What are? It's the Fellowship,
Two Towers,
Two Towers.
Return of the King.
I feel like I want to watch all Lord of the Rings again.
You
I
should.
forget them all, honestly.
They're great.
Yeah.
They're great. We can
And,
do it
like-
anytime, dude. I will watch all of them and like in succession with
Let's
you.
watch them at
Me
my
too.
house
Okay.
with the fucking surround sound and
Yeah, dude.
everything.
Oh. Yeah.
I could turn up the sub bass and shit.
That'd be
like,
great.
Oh, we should do it then.
In
We
3D.
should literally have a Lord of the Rings marathon.
Fuck yeah.
I love that shit, man. I love The Hobbit.
Mhm.
Like, all the Hobbits were great.
Yeah, Hobbits were cool. Lord of the Rings is good too.
It is. It's so cool.
Yeah.
I'm like into that kind of shit.
Josh Carter. What are you?
And why do we keep saying his full name?
Yeah.
We could just say Shat.
He's like the one name I believe out a lot.
If we just said Shat, we'd be
I
fine.
know, but we don't.
Like, even Brian. We just say Brian. Oh, he died. It's weird that this is a 3-hit game. I feel
Yeah.
like N64 games weren't like that.
This is PlayStation 2. Or PlayStation 2.
You're right. I keep forgetting that. It just reminds me of like N64 kind of, but I guess it does have like a crashy kind of look to it. What are you supposed to do?
Turn these things off.
Get on that ice burner?
Yeah, turn all of them off.
If you could have any of the Fantastic Four powers, which one would you pick?
Thing. No.
It's such an easy answer.
Yeah, it's the fire guy.
No.
Because you can fly.
You already
I'll take
fucked up.
the chick. What's her name? Mrs. Fantastic?
I was gonna say when I first said it's obvious, I was thinking Mr. Fantastic, but then I was like, wait, the Invisible Girl would also be.
And she
there.
can do like force
Dude.
fields.
Yeah, but you picked none of them.
The fire guy, you can fly,
But you light on fire.
but you don't feel it.
The Invisible Girl flies.
In a what? She flies.
She can
does
fly.
She does a bubble, right?
Yeah, I think like she makes a force field. But even so, even if you were the elastic guy, you could just like stretch and propel yourself into the air.
All right. Well, fire guy still.
Really?
Yeah, I'm
That's
still-
who you're picking.
I'm still
Really?
going with him.
Are you just
Really?
doing it out of
No.
spite?
No, I think flying would be cool, and I mean, yeah, you could do like bullshit fly with your other things, but I think he can legitimately like actually just like fly. Doesn't have to worry about.
Even though this is an opinion question, I feel like you're wrong. You might as well pick the thing.
that was right there.
I shouldn't have talked shit while you were doing it.
Asshole.
Dude, but come on. I know that you're like, deep down, you don't think that the fire guy is the best choice. You could be
he is the best
invisible!
choice.
You could be invisible! Invisible and fly,
Alright.
or stretchy.
Like Stretchy would be
Stretchy's
cool.
sick.
I mean, if it could be like Jake Stretchy, then
That's who
I'm
Mr.
probably
Fantastic
for it.
is! There's only one type of stretchy attack.
I just like. I mean, I never see him doing Jake ass shit.
Well,
because it's the Fantastic Four,
Yeah.
it's not a
Yeah.
comedy.
Yeah. I mean,
He's not gonna like just make his body do
I
shit.
guess. But flying seems really cool.
Yo, speaking of Fantastic Four, do you remember that fucking Batman Beyond episode that was like kind of like call out to the Fantastic Four, except they were bad guys?
It's about the cards? The card family?
No, but that was also cool.
Those guys were fucking awesome.
Like the Royal Flush or something,
Yeah.
or the Royal Gang maybe. No,
I think
li-
they were the Royal Flush.
there was literally an episode where these scientists like were doing an experiment and like all this gamma radiation shit happened and they got fucked up and it was like they all kind of became like the Fantastic Four basically.
It's pretty cool.
But they called themselves like the Terrific Trio. I think there was only 3 of them.
But it was basically the Fantastic Four.
Yeah, exactly. But like the whole like plot was like they were doing what seemed like good shit. They were like being superheroes, but
I think I remember.
They also were like behind the scenes like trying to like steal shit so they could like undo their like fucking, because they all like were monsters and they weren't taking it like cool, like how the Fantastic Four is like cool with their shit. I guess except for the Thing. The Thing really got fucked. How can you not feel bad for the Thing?
I know.
Like everyone got mutated to have cool powers, and you're like a big monster. Rock guy.
I think this might only be 2
Never
players.
have sex again.
That's so terrible. That sounds terrible.
That is shitty. You know what else is shitty? I think Lord of the Rings is only 2 players.
Oh, all of them?
That's what I've been researching like the past 5 minutes.
Damn. Well,
I mean,
we should still play it. Yeah, we should still play it.
I'm down to play it.
It's Lord of the Rings. We should play it.
Yeah, sure.
And if you guys say it was good, then
I mean, I had a lot of fun.
I had a lot of fun playing it too. Me and Shane fucking used to run train on that game.
Yeah, it's actually really cool with 2 players.
Cool. We'll do it.
We still have that X-Men Legends gameplay too.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
What is that?
You never played X-Men Legends?
It's on GameCube, yeah.
Yo.
It's like the X-Men game where it was like above view and you had like,
4 players.
X-Men.
Ooh, that sounds awesome.
It's really cool.
Yeah, and you all just run train on shit.
I wish we could cop. I don't even know if it exists, but was there ever like a port, like a home console version of that like original X-Men arcade game that could have like 6 people? You know what I'm talking about?
I'm sure there is, dude.
I think I know you.
Because I would be so down to finally like beat that game.
I'm pretty sure there's a port for it.
Oh. All right. Well, that's
Looking
another
it
thing
up.
I want to play. Yeah, please. Unless it's as hard as Carnage, because that game is impossible.
No, nothing's as hard as Carnage.
Speaking of which, we need to figure out how to get the
N60, Super Nintendo.
yeah, because I really want to do a Family Feud episode.
I want to do Lion King too.
Oh yeah, Lion King. You guys keep talking about Lion King.
Well, we have Sega. Don't you have the Sega one?
Oh, that's Sega. You're right.
Yeah, it's Sega, but it looks way better on the Super Nintendo.
Sure.
Oh, it came out for both.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it looks better on Super Nintendo?
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow, that's actually interesting.
Sega's only 32-bit, and
I thought Sega was more than Super Nintendo.
there's more than the original Nintendo.
Oh. Wow,
I
that's
think-
actually really awesome. I always thought Sega was better than the NES for some reason.
NES was the original, like NES, the old school Nintendo was 8-bit. Sega was 16-bit when it first came out, and then they came out with a 32-bit
Okay.
to counteract the Super Nintendo.
Okay. That's really awesome. I always remember Sega just like looking so cool, but I never owned it.
If you guys want to get the X-Men arcade game itself, like the actual cabinet, it's $2,000.
Oh, dude. If I had like a mansion and like a shit ton of money, I would literally buy that and like Street Fighter 2 as arcade
dude, if we get a
cabinets.
Sega Genesis hooked up, we can play Street Fighter 2.
Oh my god, that would be sick. Dude, we can get it on the Wii!
Street Fighter 2?
Remember, all Street Fighter was on the Wii.
I didn't know if it was
Like
all
the
of it.
At least Street Fighter 2 was definitely on there. I want to play... Actually, dude, we should buy it. I'll fucking buy it on my PlayStation 3 account if it's on there, because...
On the Wii or on PlayStation?
No, PlayStation. Because I know for a while it was on the PlayStation Store.
Gotcha.
And if I get it on that, I can use my stick.
X-Men arcade game.
Hell yeah.
It's nice.
Are those Galactic softballs? Because I keep calling them that in my head.
They're power cells. Galactic softballs is way better.
And the name of my new band.
Classic. How do I get out of this fucking mess? I feel like I'm tearing this world a new one.
You've been like pretty good at this game.
Yeah. So
At least in comparison to Devil May Cry.
Yeah. I mean, there was definitely a rockiness when I first started this because I hadn't
Like on this session, you mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like when we first turned it on.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't that terrible though. I don't feel like you ever were like. There was like that one time where you were chasing that guy. I feel like for 9 years, but other than that,
There's a Sega Genesis game where you can play as Wolverine, Gambit, Cyclops, and Nightcrawler.
I used to play that with fucking bleep this out, Bill.
Yeah.
Remember that name? Or
We
did
talked
any of you even
about
go
it
to school
before.
with him?
We've literally had the same conversation.
Oh, really? And we bleeped his name out.
Yeah. It was in Devil May Cry too.
That's funny.
Spider-Man, X-Men, Arcade's Revenge.
Dirk, can you look up how much a copy of Eternal Champions is? I think it's a Sega game.
Next time, look it up.